You've heard the headlines, the rumors, the stories, and now you'll hear it from me. I'm here to set the record straight and talk about what really matters. Unfiltered, unapologetic, real. It's time to get things off my chest.
This episode is sponsored by Rooms & More, the most powerful travel platform on the planet. Why pay more for travel when you don't have to? Go to roomsandmore.net, click on Try It Out, and see our prices compared to the major online booking sites. If you like what you see, use promo code OMC for a 50% discount. Off My Chest Sports Show is sponsored by Top Bet Plays. Are you ready to take your sports betting game to the next level? Look no further than Top Bet Plays on Patreon. Right now, you can get the rest of the baseball season and the full football season for over 40% off compared to the regular price of the full football season alone. That's the deal you don't want to miss. At Top Bet Plays, we bring you the best parlays, overs, and unders meticulously analyzed and designed to maximize your wins. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out, our expert picks will give you the edge you need. Join our community today and gain access to exclusive betting insights, weekly picks, and detailed analysis that you won't find anywhere else. Head over to patreon.com/topbetplays and become a member now to start winning big.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Off My Chest on this beautiful Monday morning, August 5th. I'm here with my partner in crime, Loopy the Blogger, and I'm here with the great, the one and only, the legend, Mr. Jose Canseco. What's up, big time? How's everybody weekend? How was your weekend, man?
It was good, man.
Everybody good?
Good weekend.
How was your weekend? I mean, we went and hit some baseball.
We survived.
Last week, I was a little sore. I ain't gonna lie. My neck was sore, pause.
You only took 3 swings.
Nah,
I took
man.
about 50 swings.
Man, I took some
my
very.
neck is sore too.
I
sore.
took some Jose Canseco swings. Those 4 swings that I swing, I hit them to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Ozzy was teaching me how to hit. You didn't want to teach me, so Ozzy taught me.
We got to go back because y'all ain't even let me get my rock. So I took 1 swing and y'all
fell down.
Get him out.
The bat was bigger than you.
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, we let's jump right into this because over the weekend on Friday we posted the debate about the best shortstop of all time, and there was a lot of debate. A lot of people were pissed off. You picked the guy. There was a lot of people who said A-Rod by far the best, the greatest of all time at that position. Loopy picked Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and I'm standing on that.
So tell me why you standing on
5-time champion, a leader.
But what does that got to do with him being the shortstop?
What you mean? He could, bro. Jeter went out his way to catch foul balls. So
you're going off the one play because we had this debate.
No, he did a lot. He was a good enough shortstop.
He was a better defense.
And his character meant a lot in the clubhouse.
Hey, Loopy, do you realize that
5-time champion?
5-time champion?
Yeah.
The clubhouse manager was 5-time champion too. He got a ring too. Does that make him an MVP as shortstop?
If
no.
he's doing his job to
he
the
did
best
his job.
of his abilities,
he got 5 rings just like Derek Jeter did.
He's the king. He's the king of the clubhouse. No, but
he said the manager.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts, brother.
Jeter led the way. 3,000 hits. Come on.
Did he
that's it.
Mario, I can say Mario.
He spent 20 years with the Yankees. Nobody does that. That guy's a class act. A savage on defense. You know,
no.
The only time people bring up defense is when they're talking about Derek Jeter.
You have lost.
But isn't that part of it? Because there was a lot. Listen. There was a lot of chatter in the box, in the comments. We called the box about Omar Vizquel.
Yeah,
saying he was a better where's he in the conversation?
Yeah,
he was a class act. He may not have the championships.
Defensive shortstop.
He was the best of the bunch.
He was the best of the bunch. Best
defensive
no
shortstop.
Rings. He didn't have charisma, Papa. He was a kid from the islands que no sabía nada. No marketing. No, you can't do nothing here.
But that's
Jeter was the guy, man.
But that's what I'm
Mariah
saying.
Carey, hi.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's just one.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem, right? You said it earlier.
Jeter was the golden
hold on
boy.
a second. Hold on a second. You said before last week that he had Nike behind him with the what was the campaigns? Tell me the campaigns.
Respect.
Respect, and there was another one. They had another campaign they put behind him.
Who, Vizquel or Jeter?
No, Jeter. My point
Yeah,
is
the Yankees.
My
the
point.
Yankees
My
agenda,
point
yeah.
is that's what he was saying is if you put Jeter on the Astros, it's done. It's finito. Adios,
He
arrivederci.
is nowhere near as known as
he
he
was
is
at
today.
the perfect spot, perfect team. It's not his fault.
Class act.
He's
This
the
guy
GOAT.
was slacking everything in New York.
He's Mr. November, man.
Who? He's what?
Mr.
Oh,
November.
Mr. November.
Come on,
Okay, I
man.
was gonna
Like,
say. I mean,
he
listen.
picked
Listen.
New York City up when the towers went down. Jeter was there, man, for everybody to cry on his shoulder.
What did he do?
He was just there, man, playing great baseball.
He's playing. Okay, I got
So
you.
was the clubhouse
So
manager.
so
He was
what?
there
So
too.
Mariano Rivera wasn't there.
Absolutely.
I think
Yo,
he.
but my man, there can only be one captain on the ship, and that is Derek Jeter.
Listen.
I don't care what you haters got to say.
Listen,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
not a
People
hater.
only mad at him.
No.
They only bring up his defense.
Nobody's
But that's
Nobody's
part of the
hating.
game. It's probably the
Yeah,
best.
but when it's anybody else, oh, yo, my God, he's the GOAT. Oh, my God, que lindo. Oh, he's nice. Yo, he's man nice, yo. Oh, my God, they don't talk about the glove. They don't talk about
What
the
do you
defense,
mean?
nothing.
A-Rod had a great glove. No? Pause.
A-Rod had a nice glove.
What do you mean
Yo,
nice? He's the
why
best.
Jeter, so Jeter's so much of a boss that he ran A-Rod over the third. He ran him.
What?
No, that's not what
ran
happened.
No.
him over the
Hold
third.
on. You're
Yeah, you know,
bugging.
DJ.
You're bugging. Tell him what happened
Hey,
on that.
BX,
Hold
what
on.
up?
Hold on.
We'll wait
Hold on.
for Lupe to stop screaming over here in the corner.
Go ahead.
Making
Tell him
no
what
sense.
happened, Jose.
First of all, A-Rod comes in a team that's already established with Derek Jeter as short. Now A-Rod first started in the league, obviously, I think 190 pounds. By the time A-Rod was traded to the Yankees, his physicality, his weight went up 30 to 40 pounds. Meanwhile, Jeter's weight stayed the same. So now you move A-Rod, which is a perfect move to third base.
Hold up. Because Jeter did the right thing. Hey!
No, the problem is,
Let's go.
I
He kept
deal
the
with
same frame.
facts, science, and common sense. He's dealing with emotional issues over there that he loves Derek Jeter.
Loves him.
Now, nonetheless, listen, we love Derek Jeter. We think Derek Jeter is an incredible shortstop, but he's not the caliber of an Alex Rodriguez. The reason why Alex had to move over, because now Alex gained 30, 40 pounds. Now he's a typical third baseman. Nonetheless, already he was established with the New York Yankees as shortstop. You're not going to move Derek Jeter to that position because he's not a third baseman. Alex Rodriguez now, in the latter part of his career, fits the criteria of a third baseman way better. Really good glove, really good arm, and all the power third baseman needs. It was a perfect move for the Yankees to bring Alex over to play third base, not shortstop.
Now,
Facts are facts, and the truth will
and just
crush
so you know, I went to Derek Jeter's last home game in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and I cried like a baby because he's the captain. We
He's
get
the
it.
captain. He's the Michael fucking Jordan of baseball.
I was emotionally attached to the crowd going Derek Jeter. Derek. So yeah, I was emotionally attached.
Yeah.
Where were you when they were saying steroids? Steroids.
I was in the
Yeah, were you
sport.
there?
I was in a sports book going.
You-
Hit another one, Jose. I got the
You were the one cheering steroids.
I got the over on this
steroids.
game.
Come
Listen,
on now, I
let me,
heard you.
no, let me
I
tell you
saw
something.
you out there.
Listen. Let me tell you. Let me be very honest with you guys. Let me be very honest. I didn't give a flying fuck if you did them or not. I didn't care. I felt like if you're not cheating in that way, then you weren't trying to win. What you do to your body is your personal business. If you were trying to win, you would win. I think it's baloney how all these leagues, I mean, clearly steroids were present in NFL, right?
Absolutely.
In every
And the
sport.
perks.
Clearly in baseball,
Yeah.
right?
And the perkies.
and they turn the blind eye.
Yeah.
And the NBA they turn their. I just saw the thing with Gil Arenas, and he talked
Yes.
about how in the NBA these guys will come back, they will be bulked up, and these are just allegations, or but it does make sense how he said these guys would get tested 1 year for one test, and then they had a whole year to do what they wanted to do.
right.
Stop 3 months before the tests are coming and do it. Come on, like I think this is where I get the hypocritical side of sports pisses me off. I don't care if it's going to make you listen. I saw Brady Anderson hit 12 home runs one year for Baltimore. Clearly, whatever he took, he came back in a contract year,
50.
and he hit 50, and he got a huge contract the next year. So guess what?
Damn, Brady, you the man.
Guess what?
You him. You
Yeah.
the boss. And I
Listen,
saw
son.
you and you and I talked. You were chiwizzled. You look like a mini bodybuilder, like a fitness model. This guy had veins everywhere in his body. He had veins on top of veins. That's how lean he was. But hey, kudos to you.
Listen. And he got a check for it. And all I'm telling you is that
Sometimes you got to cheat.
listen, if I'm going to be honest with you, and there's no disrespect to any sports players.
Absolutely.
I think those sports is nothing but a plantation to me. That's all it is. If you want to debate me on that, I'm happy to do it. These owners make billions, and they're just now starting to pay. If you look back at I'm going to get a little deep here on this, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Before free agency came around, owners were killing it.
Listen, they're still killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think in the NFL or Major League, you didn't even know how much the owners made.
You had no idea.
And
They
I
would
think
never open the books. Yeah.
They never open the books. What does that tell you? Listen, they take you guys, and when you go to out of high school, and this is what I mean by a plantation, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Say what they want to say. They got mad at Kaepernick for saying this, or kneeling. But let me break it down to you.
They can't get rid of us. We have our own show.
Why?
So you say it, and I agree with you.
I'm going to say
I know what you're going to say.
Watch this. When you came out of high school, did you have to go to any combines or anything?
No.
Okay, when you went
Remember, I came out of high school in 1940. It was a million years ago.
Jesus
But nowadays, yes.
What I'm
Nowadays,
saying
yes.
is they're testing you on how far you can throw, how fast you can run,
Right.
how far you can jump. I mean, they did those things when the slaves came over. They went over there. They wanted the big buck. They wanted to see who could fight. If you watch the movie Django, they showed you. They sat down there and they fought things out. And they
best
got
with the best.
They got the best of the best, the biggest and the strongest.
Right.
And you know what? These guys are hypocrites in every league. I don't care if it's hockey. I don't care if it's baseball, tennis. I mean. Now there's reports out that Jordan back in the day must have been on PEDs. And now here's what I want to clear for you. I want you to clear this up. Is there a difference between PEDs and steroids?
They're the one and the same, performance-enhancing drugs.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, because nowadays you have over-the-counter supplements that you actually can buy at any GNC anywhere that are legal, but they're not legal in baseball. So that would be under a PED, performance-enhancing drug. A steroid would probably be a different category.
Okay.
A steroid would be something that's completely illegal. You need a prescription by a doctor. But a performance-enhancing drug is anything Major League Baseball deems to be on their list that's against Major League rules.
So it's not always
so
steroids.
these guys have to watch everything that they take.
Yes.
Everything that they take.
Yes, because there's supplements that I think Major League Baseball puts out a list that even you could buy over the counter that you can't take. You can't incorporate with your daily diet, which to me is it's being overboard, completely overboard. You have to be careful. In the past, I'll tell you this, probably 80s and 90s, there were supplements that were being sold over the counter. They actually had a steroid compound in it or a precursor, absolutely 100%.
So I have a friend who has gout, right? And he goes in order to take the pain away. He says it's excruciating pain. He takes a shot and they give him a steroid shot.
Cortisol. It's a different
different. So there are different kind of steroids to take.
Yeah, that's a completely different steroid, correct.
So
one works as an anti-inflammatory type of painkiller,
Yep.
alleviator, and the other one works completely on the endocrine system, and you're something completely different.
So then please explain to me what the clear was. What they said the clear was.
It looked like the clear was a substance that was created for each individual player that you rub on the skin, the epidermis, the skin,
Yeah.
and then it seeps into the muscular, into the blood circulation. But the clear, you would have to use tremendous amount to get any type of effect from it. An injectable right into the bloodstream, into the muscular buttocks, goes in the bloodstream instantly. An oral that you swallow first goes through the digestive system, then goes into the bloodstream. So the one that works the most directly and the most efficiently, the one you eject in the buttocks straight into the circuit, straight into the blood system. The clear, I'm not too sure. I think that was because the clear is a very weak type of steroid that you can wipe on or rub it on every single day before a game. It probably works for 4 to 6 hours, then kind of leaves the system very quickly. That's why I think they created the clear for instant use for game preparations.
Hold on one second. From when you take that first jab in the ass cheek, by when you hitting home runs?
Everybody's different. I have no idea because everybody's genetics is differently. Everybody eats different type of supplements. Everybody works out differently. Everybody is in a different sport, track. There are different steroids for different sports. For example, if you want to bulk up, there's different types of steroids. If you want quick muscle twitch fiber, there's another different type of steroids. If you want to oxygenate the lungs and the body, there's another bronchial dilators, different type of steroids. So there's so many things pertaining to a specific muscle movement that most people have no idea what they're doing.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about track and field. I think if I have something that's going to inhale my lungs, that's going to make me, I'm pretty sure that helps you with running.
It's going to help you breathe a little easier, a little freer. And those are bronchial dilators. Those are stuff like glenbuterols and stuff like that help you breathe easier. But, for example, a bodybuilder, powerlifter will use more high doses of testosterone, and a sprinter, quick muscle twitch fiber, wants to say lean, will use something, let's say, for example, what they give to horses, equipoise, equine type of steroids, lean vascularity, quick muscle twitch fiber. So there's combinations of different. Listen, a lot of these athletes in the past, sprinters, were using stuff that was for horses.
Shit.
Yeah.
Your equipoise, your Winstraws. That was.
This is my point.
Some powerful shit.
Name the sport that they weren't cheating in.
I would believe
right?
that it only makes sense that all the sports were doing it, and all the sports were doing specific steroids for their specific muscle movements.
Are the leagues cleaned up right now? You think they cleaned up?
Hell no.
I don't know. I'm not in
Hell
it.
no.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hell no.
Because let's say
UFC, WWE. You think WWE?
Here's the problem.
WWE.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. You can say, if they're monitoring within themselves, you can say, yes, we're testing. We're doing the best we can. We're testing. They get the test results, and the test result is a positive or negative. They keep it within themselves anyways. That doesn't go beyond anywhere else. So it depends on if you're a face of baseball. For example, let's say, Aaron Judge, Ohtani, the biggest names of baseball, any of them get tested for steroids. And it tests positive. For whatever reason, it could be a negative positive, it could be a false positive, it could be anything. It could be something they ate that was injected with steroids. Right. It shows in their system. Do you think Major League Baseball all of a sudden is going to say, oh, Judge is, oh my God, we found the positive. He's positive? It's not going to be that easy. I would never even say that. I would test him again, give him an opportunity to clean himself out, and then, or else just hide it because he is the face of the game, right? Can you imagine?
Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball.
Look, listen to me.
Right now.
Listen to what I'm about to say.
Do you agree? Okay, hold on. Say
listen
that.
to what I'm about to say. Can you imagine if they test Aaron Judge and a false negative pops out and it leaks to the media?
It's over. His career
Can
is
you
done.
imagine what that's going to do to Major League Baseball? All of a sudden, they're going to say, okay, Aaron Judge on PEDs. So now who's the real home run king?
Yeah.
Should we put these players in the Hall of Fame? What are we going to do with Aaron Judge? It's going to be a whole mess again. So your question is Aaron Judge the best player in baseball right now?
Loopy's
I know
question.
he is.
Okay.
He's been on a
Why?
tear.
Give me a reason
I don't
why.
think he's the best player in baseball.
You have to defend it with a reason, a fact.
He's got like 17 home runs in August. He's got
41 home runs, almost 90-something
He's
RBIs,
got
hitting
over
320.
100 RBIs, hitting 320. He's pretty much number one in every position, probably like
Slugging, home runs,
everything,
RBIs,
number one.
on base, the whole thing.
So why not? His defense is solid. Why not?
I agree with you 100%.
I think he's better than Ohtani, bro. I'm telling you.
No.
I think he is. I think he's better than Ohtani.
Right now he is because Ohtani is missing another part of him that they're paying for, which is the pitching. Again, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put it simple. Okay, would you rather have a guy on your team, these are the stats, and I'm going to max out each one in their own category. Judge, 65 home runs, 140 RBIs, and 100 and it hits 320. Or Ohtani, Cy Young, and potentially top 2 or 3 in MVP voting in a position, meaning he's playing DH. He hit you 45 to 50 home runs, 120 RBIs, 340. Who would you rather have? Who's worth more to the organization?
Listen,
win.
Okay. I'm going to go Aaron Judge. You know why? Because pitchers are they're getting hurt. If you blink at a pitch, if you blow at
Loopy,
a pitch.
you're missing the point.
Okay.
I've maxed out both their ability at the end of the year. This is what they did that year.
Oh, okay.
Which one would you rather have?
Aaron Judge.
See, your facts aren't correct. You're not dealing with pure facts. You're dealing with emotions and who you like the most. But when you deal with numbers and facts,
we should play
then
that
you
song. You got me dealing emotion. What
did you say about Ohtani? I remember Judge. All right, so what was the question about Ohtani?
Both of these guys, let's say both of these guys play next year.
Okay.
And they both stayed healthy. And Judge hit 65 home runs, 320, 140 RBIs. Now remember, we're maxing out their ability. Ohtani won the Cy Young. And that means he won 20-some odd games, ERA below 2. And hit you 48 to 50, let's say 50 home runs, 120 RBIs, and hit you 340. Who's more valuable to a team? Think about what I just said.
No, stay with Judge. Stay with Judge.
Stay with Judge. Let's see how wrong you are.
Stay with Judge. Go ahead. We know you're going to stay there.
Put that camera on.
You're going to stay there.
I'm going Aaron Judge.
Not on numbers though. You're going because you like him, but not on numbers.
Listen. At the end of the day, who's your favorite baseball player right now? The best player in baseball right now?
The guy I love to watch the most, the guy who attracts all the fans, the god of baseball, hands down, is Aaron Judge. Bottom line. But that's because Ohtani is not at full force. He's not healthy. Now, if Ohtani was healthy and he's pitching, you're going to see what this man can do on a dual level. Remember, Ohtani is a freak.
Yeah.
You're talking about a dual level. The problem is that half his cylinders are out. He's only going on half cylinders right now, and he's still doing great. But Ohtani on all cylinders running, the man's a freak. He's the only player in history with a potential to win a Cy Young and a Triple Crown.
Yeah, and a Triple Crown.
He's
nasty.
the only guy who can possibly do it.
That's nasty work.
That's unbelievable.
And I'm still going Aaron Judge.
But that's fine.
I think the best.
Aaron Judge is the man right now. He really is.
Listen, obviously you guys like Ohtani because he can pitch. He's not pitching. And there's another guy that I think brings people to the ballpark just as well. And he smacks home runs as a leadoff guy. He can play shortstop, second base, left field, center field, whatever you want him to play. Third base. You guys don't like my man in L.A.?
Mookie?
You guys don't like Mookie? Hey, Mookie! You guys don't like Mookie Betts?
Not over Aaron Judge.
Come on, man. Listen.
Over Aaron Judge?
Yeah, man.
Crack.
Listen, you guys can say what you want.
Mookie's a great player. He's a great player.
He's a great player.
See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are going for the home runs.
He's not.
You guys are home run kings.
Aaron Judge does it all. He's giving you two.
What does he do? He can go play shortstop? Can he play shortstop? Can he play shortstop?
And your team could be.
Can he play
down
shortstop?
4-3. You have 2 outs, a run on second. He can.
And Mookie can't do that.
Aaron Judge is clutch, but he ain't no
Mookie
Aaron
had the
Judge.
most leadoff home runs
He's
last year.
right
Come
now.
on, leadoff.
He's younger. Bob.
What do you mean?
He's younger.
Mookie Betts is a far better player to me.
99. He's got all the white girls in Yankee Stadium going crazy, cuz.
Listen,
crazy.
Mookie Betts is a far better all-around player than Aaron
The
Judge
fuck
to me.
outta here. You
all
smoking-
day long. I'll take
Yeah,
Mookie all day.
no
And
way,
Aaron,
dude.
listen, Aaron sits over there in that porch.
No way.
In Yankee Stadium.
No way.
He gets some good pitches. He's got Soto in front of him now.
Oh my God!
Right?
So they
He
can't
got some-
complain about PEDs now. So you're complaining about the short porch?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh my
I'm just
God!
saying.
When will it?
Well, I'm a
ever
Dodger
end?
fan. Listen,
Every
all I know
every
is
10 years there's a new
I hope
complaint.
and pray that we meet the Yankees in the championship.
I hope
this year.
Aaron Judge walks in here. All
Yeah.
6'7", tells you what?
Yeah, listen,
What?
I wouldn't back down.
Don't worry, man, I'll back you up. I got you.
Because Mookie Betts will come right in behind me, all 6'1" or whatever he is, with
He
a
ain't no
bowling ball.
6'1", but hey, I'll tell you one thing.
What is
Father
Mookie
Love.
Betts?
Mookie Betts can bowl
He
like
can
you would
bowl.
not believe. Mookie, you the man.
He can play basketball.
That man can bowl.
That dude
He's a
is
pro bowler.
He's an
athletic.
athlete. He's an athlete.
He's a pro
Yeah.
bowler.
He
That
ain't
guy's
no
incredible.
Aaron.
He can play
Motherfucker.
first base. Wherever you want him to play on the field, he can go do it.
Jack, Aaron Judge or Mookie Betts?
Of course,
Aaron
he's
Judge.
everybody.
Sorry.
Hey, listen.
Even the kids know it.
There was a famous commercial back in the day. You know this, and it was Glavine and what's his name, and they what did they say? Chicks dig the long ball.
Yeah.
Come on,
McGuire, yeah, it was
come on. That's what it is.
Maddox and Glavine.
Yeah,
Awesome commercial.
yeah.
It tried
Chicks
to be
dig the
McGuire.
long balls.
Yeah.
That's long ball, Paul. That's what it is. All right, listen. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come right back and keep this thing rolling.
Hey, what if I told you that you could own your own travel platform and it would beat the rates of all of the major online booking engines? Your own portal that allows you to save money on your travel, and you can book for others and pocket the difference since your rate will beat the online big names. The best part is that your site has the exact same inventory that they do. Go to roomsandmore.net and use promo code TRAVEL4LESS to receive 50% off.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the show Off My Chest. My co-host Loopy and Jose Canseco. Let me jump right into this because, doing my research, I just saw the other day the Skip Bayless just retired, and I was looking at an old clip, and I kind of get the sense that Skip Bayless and what's the other guy's name? Loopy.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. And I saw an old clip that they were talking about. I mean, Stephen A. went into this whole Christianity thing, and he felt like it was wrong. Do you ever feel like guys like him, they wouldn't debate with you one-on-one. They wouldn't give you your fair shake? Because he said a lot of things that I thought
Right.
people probably
They never gave you a chance to defend yourself either.
Correct. They said a lot of negative things on my character, and basically they were his opinion. What I would have loved to have happened is that I wish people like that invite me to their show, and they kind of love to put words in your mouth and kind of give opinions on what I was thinking about, why I did it, the reasoning behind it. But if you have me on the show, let me defend myself and debate with you. I can give you really, really good, truthful answers, not what your opinion is, not what your agenda is, and not what your personal thoughts about me really are. So I
Yeah.
give you facts on what
A lot-
subject.
a lot
I
of
don't
that
really
shit
have
sounded personal.
Exactly. So these two creeps, I call them.
who are the guys you don't like? Is it Stephen A.? When I say
Stephen A., he's a loudmouth. He's arrogant. He never gets his facts right. I would love to have a debate with him so I can answer all his questions instead of him putting words in my mouth on what he thought and why I did what I did. I would love to have a debate with him. Stephen, if you're out there, come on down, my man. Let's do it. We can have a debate. We can do it on video. We can do it on conference. We'll go to your place. You come to my place. Let's do it. Let's find out what your real intellect is like, because I don't think you have much. If you're going to go on perception, not reality, and put words in people's mouths and give your agenda or your personal feelings about me, let me at least defend myself. Let me at least tell you exactly what happened, facts and truths, not your opinion and not your ignorance. And you are ignorant, brother.
And I know you've been waiting a long time because that clip was a while back.
Yeah.
The thing that bothered me about the Stephen A. clip for me was the fact that as a journalist, and I'm no journalist at all, but as a journalist, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of things that Stephen A. should have told as a journalist and didn't, right? And when I say that, I mean that in a way of it was your job as a journalist to tell us what's going on, right?
He's a basketball journalist, though.
Yeah, but listen, well, he's not now. He talks about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we just had a thing about
absolutely.
and I kind of listen. Let me say this, Stephen A. For me to you, I was a little pissed about the OJ situation. For those that don't know, I'm the one, and Cam talks about this, so I'm not tooting my horn. Cam talks about, I helped OJ get over on the show to give his opinion, and I didn't like the fact that Stephen A. went out there and he kind of feels he speaks for black people when it came to that about what they did was, Jose, if you don't know about this, BET had a award show and they put the memorandum up there and they, all the people had passed away and they put OJ up there. And Stephen A. had a hissy fit about that. And, I mean, I didn't know OJ like we were boys, but I mean, all I know is when I was around or on the Zooms or whatever we were doing, the guy was classy, he was respectful. And me personally, I don't believe he did what they said he did. And what pissed me off even more was the fact that he was not convicted of it and you still treat him bad, right? And so it's one thing to have your opinion, but when the law says that you didn't do it, then the law says you didn't do it. And the criminal law, I'm not talking about civil. It's easy to come in here and civilly sue anybody. It's a lot easier to prove in a civil case than it is a criminal. So
that's a big problem when a guy like Steven has a huge platform, a huge audience. Now, perception and his idea of something he thinks is fact, which is not. You have to be very careful as a journalist of what you say because people are going to call you on it. Now you have a big audience. You have a big responsibility to bring some facts and some kind of clearance or clarity to some of these issues, but you make them even more cloudy. You just give your opinion and your agenda, which you were not involved in the PED era. You weren't even a baseball player. You have no idea what it is to be a baseball player. You have no idea what it is to live in that environment. You're clueless, but then you want to comment. You were not part of the machine. You were not part of the steroid era. Now all of a sudden you want to comment on it like you're an expert. You're not even close. You're not even close. You don't even know what you're saying.
The reason he wanted to stick his beak in it is because he knew he could get some juice. He wanted to live off the clout of the PED era.
Exactly.
Because he was clearly an NBA journalist.
Exactly.
Maybe even at
Well,
that time.
I've never even seen him in a baseball locker room.
No,
I have no idea his
I
background.
wouldn't say that because I think he was he might have been the beat writer for the Philadelphia 76ers and whatnot, but I think Stephen A. probably covered some other sports. I would think that would be the case for him.
They rarely talk about baseball, and when he's talking about it on First Take, he sounds miserable and it's not fun. They only talk about it around the playoffs time. Get those frauds out of here, man.
All you should have done was give me a call, contact my agent, my manager back then, contact me directly. I don't hide from nobody. Let me tell you that. Have me on the show, and we could have had an intelligent conversation on facts, not on theories, not on hearsay, not on your agenda, not on your personal issues with me. Facts. And I think fans deserve that.
And like I said, when I watched the interview with him and Skip, I mean, they were, he kind of pissed me off too about, he was saying that, he's trying to be a good Christian. And, well, if you were trying to be a good Christian, I mean, then you would have understand that the truth is the truth. I mean, I understand that you feel like he did it for a gain, but at the end of the day, the game was really, at the end of the day, to try to clean up baseball. The game should be to, if you guys think that it's wrong, to clean up all of these sports. Because I'm pretty sure when you were doing those takes in Philadelphia, you had to know about the cocaine, my man. You had to know which players were doing the cocaine. You had to know which players were on PEDs. I mean, it's just, come on. It's one of those things that, you guys pick and choose what you want to pick on, and you do, and you side. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of information from the owners of those teams, right? Those are your sources, right? So, I mean, he may know something about basketball. I mean, that's his genre. But baseball, that world, you're clueless. You have no idea what was going on. And for you to say all this stuff, I've thought about it for a very long time. And even after that interview came out, when you said what you said,
No one contacted me. No one said, Jose, would you like to rebuttal this? Would you have to have a conversation with them? Can you give us more information? No one contacted me. If you want, like I said, somehow we can link in a video conference. You come on this show, we'll come on your show and bring that subject matter back up pertaining to what happened back in that. And you want to know the truth, not hearsay. You want to know from the man, from the machine, the man who ran it, the man who created it. I can tell you everything about it. So you understand why it happened and the way it happened. Exactly.
Hey, Uncle Steven, we just trying to get some stuff off our chest. That's all.
That's it, man.
That's all.
Get it off my chest.
Stefan, you on the clock,
You
baby.
on the clock, champ.
You know what I'm saying? And
Queens.
don't call killer either.
Queens, holla at your man.
You know what I'm saying? All right, listen, let's jump around real quick. I want to talk
Hey, yo!
pause. What was that?
Jumping around where?
Jump around. That's not a pause.
I'm fucking.
Listen. All right, listen. Real quick, I want to discuss, as much as people like the winning in baseball, right now there's a team, the White Sox.
Oh, boy.
Yesterday they lost their 20th game in a row. The record is 23 games. The Philadelphia Phillies in 1961, they lost 23 games. Baltimore lost 21
In the beginning, the first 21. And
in 1988.
They did this shit like twice.
Yeah.
This year.
Now I know Arizona had a really bad losing streak a couple of years ago, but this team is really bad.
Worse than the Oakland A's? That's hard to believe.
No, the Oakland A's are fun, man. They cashing team totals in.
Yeah, yeah.
They're fun because they got one player to watch.
No, who's
Right.
the one player?
I mean, on the gambling
the
tip, I don't
right-handed-
even watch the
No,
games.
Stop.
The stopper. That's it. That's
no,
all they've got.
No.
I don't watch the games.
Hold on. There's a young man. I'm going to tell you who he is. He's a left-handed batter. He is absolutely balling right now for the Oakland A's. I got to look him up. I don't know his name offhand. I've been, when you're betting these games, you get to see some of these players and you get to say, okay, this guy's doing this.
Is he new or something? Because
You know what? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell
he
you.
a recent acquisition? Because
L. Butler, the kid Butler.
is he the rookie?
Yeah, right fielder. L. Butler's balling. Shout out to L. Butler. That
Okay.
kid is something to watch.
Yeah.
They got a good little nucleus. I mean, listen, we all like Oakland. It's just that we know what they do. They unload their players when the time is right, right?
They run it exactly like you should run a business, purchasing and selling stocks.
Right.
That's exactly how to run it. So they have a platform, a protocol that they use, a certain structure, like a business. They
Is that
trade
cool for the fans, though?
No.
That's just
No,
sucks, man.
but for them, I think their idea is we're going to run it strictly as a business, and that's it.
But they sold it, though,
Buy
right?
low, sell high. Buy low stocks. We build the stock, sell it high.
Did they sell the A's
Absolutely.
yet?
Well, they sold it to Fisher a while back. So Fisher still owns it, and Fisher's worth $2-3 billion. I know they're going to move to Oakland. I think now they're another year delayed, 2029, I
They're
think.
going to move to Vegas?
Vegas, I'm sorry, 2029. I'm going to be the manager. That's the way it's going to work. Pretty simple. Can you imagine that? The Oakland A's moved to Vegas? Perfect. Jose Canseco in Las Vegas. The Oakland A's are in turmoil. They moved to Vegas, and I'm the manager. Talk about a circus. I think it actually makes sense and adds up.
I think you should.
It really does.
I think it doesn't hurt them at all. I think
How could it hurt them?
I think they should put you in the manager next year if that's the case. But,
Well,
but do you
I don't know about
think? Do you
next year.
think? Do you think the powers that be in baseball would stop that? Do you honestly believe that Major League Baseball is going to go to the Oakland A's and say you're going to hire who? Right?
Could they? Yes. Will they? I don't know. But do they have the power to veto that? 100% yes.
If you
Absolutely.
have guys like Mark Jackson that 100% should be coaching
Yeah.
basketball, it's not happening there. Do you really believe that they're going to give you a shot at any position? Do you really believe? Let's ask this question. Let me rephrase it now. Let's go all the way around the board. Hitting coach, because I see Mark McGwire hitting coach. I see Barry Bonds a hitting coach, right? Are they delusional? Are they doing that thinking, well, let me get in good graces, let me be quiet, let me shut up. Eventually I might get a shot at the Hall of Fame?
I don't know why they're doing that, to be honest with you. I have no idea. That's probably a great question for them. but at least they were given the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Someone in Major League Baseball has okayed it to say, let's bring them up through the ranks. Now, the ironic thing is that most of the times when you're kind of grooming a player to become a manager, you get them experience. Sometimes a minor league job, AA, AAA, groom them there. Then a bench coach at the major league level. These players have gone right to bench coaches or hitting instructors being groomed very quickly for a managerial position in the major leagues. What's going to happen, if it will happen, I don't know.
So let me ask you this question. This is another question. Stephen A. said in that interview that you've been ostracized by the players, not just the league. Do you?
From the players from our era.
From
All
your
those
era.
players are gone.
Right.
Obviously.
So what I'm saying to you is, when you do see those players, if you have a day back in Oakland, because I saw there was a Mark Gubiza.
Yeah.
Right. He
Gobi
played.
was there.
Yeah, he
Gobi,
played.
Mm-hmm.
Embraced you, right? Right. So when you hear Stephen A., this is what I mean by the point of Stephen A. is, these guys don't want to deal with him. Well, I saw a post the other day with Mark Gubiza, and he was buddy. I mean, you guys were like old pals, right?
Well,
is that what you normally get when you see the old players that you play with? Or no?
Yes, but here's the way it works. Number one, obviously, there were very few players that were not on PEDs, and those are the guys that come up to me and say, you saved the game of baseball. It should have been done. I was tired of pitching to these guys who were all juiced up. I get all that. But also remember, this era happened 20-some-odd, 30, 35 years ago. That's a very long time ago. Most of the players from that era have moved on. Most of them, I would say 95%, have no relationship with Major League Baseball in any way, shape, or form. So that era is kind of passé, it's kind of gone. And I think now they're slowly but sure. And I do believe 100% that eventually they will induct all the players from that era. PEDs are not that qualified numerically for the Hall of Fame because and I know, Major League Baseball, and I know that there are at least 5 players in the Hall of Fame that I dealt with personally that use PEDs and they're in the Hall of Fame. So all of them or none of them.
So you're advocating for you. And I got into a lot of debates about this because a lot of guys said, well, Jose's not in the Hall of Fame. And I said, well, I
don't deserve to be.
He says he doesn't deserve to be. So
exactly.
So once again, you're being very candid and honest there.
Yeah. I don't have the stats. I don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
So what you're saying is you are pressing. Do you think that McGuire and Bonds are going, please shut up, don't say anything else? It's hurting us more than it's helping us?
No, there's no way anybody, doing a campaign to try to get the players who should be in the Hall of Fame from the PD. Listen, I would have shut up completely and would have said nothing if you did not induct any one of the players into the Hall of Fame that use PEDs, and they know who they are because they're in there right now. I wouldn't say I understand it. All of us are staying out. I get it. That's fair. We're all going to be quiet. The problem is where Major League Baseball messed up major is letting these players who use PEDs, who tested positive, who I dealt with personally, into the Hall of Fame because you cherry pick them. What about the other guys? They all did the same identical thing, but you're going to cherry pick a few and not let them all in. That, to me, is the problem with America. It's the problem with our society. It's the hypocritical we take in politics, in religion, in every aspect of life. That is what is ruining our social structure. Part of the problem is the ideology that Major League Baseball has, that we can do whatever we want, cherry pick and control the environment situation just like anywhere else. It's wrong. You know it, and I know it, and I can look you dead in the eyes, and you know what I'm talking about.
So, did any huge players thank you for cleaning the game? Like
they have, yes. People come to me and players,
like
yes, absolutely.
Big names though, like that you can remember.
It depends on what you call. I mean, not the present players, of course, because the present kids today don't care. They really don't understand it. That was 30, 40 years ago. Most of them were in their diapers back then, right? Or not even born that are playing today. So, it's something passé. It's something that happened a very long time ago. But it still is brought up in today's social structure because we're still seeing these players from our era who are losing votes on a constant level and will never be inducted into the Hall of Fame because of Major League Baseball's hypocrisy.
So I'm still confused because I thought after a certain amount of time, you can't even be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, now here's
Tell
the
me
thing.
the rule on that, please.
There are no rules because Major League Baseball can change the rules whenever they want. They make the rule book. They control the rule book. They can add and delete rules. They can change the structure of the game whenever they want. They've proven this over time and time again. Every year, something in the game is changing.
Right.
Every year, they're pushing for something different. Every year, they're pushing for a different voting system. Major League Baseball can do, for lack of a better word, whatever they fuck they want because they run themselves internally. So don't let that bullshit fool you.
Here's a question that I have that I thought about this the other day, and we thought about making money, right, off of the game. So when Big Mac or you did something, when you did the 40-40, and the Hall of Fame wants that base,
Right.
Like, who gets that base? Do you give that, or do you have that?
No,
base?
we get it. The athlete gets it. The athlete can donate it to the Hall of Fame if they want. Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. So when they go in the Hall, so if they were to go in the Hall of Fame, then Big Mac has that jersey that he hit the home run in, right?
Right.
So he still has that jersey, you think?
If he wants to keep it, of course it's his.
So
It's
he
property.
has it,
Yes.
and then they call and go, hey, can we get the jersey?
Exactly. And Big Mac will say no and keep it himself. Or he'll say, yes, okay, I'm going to donate it to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You have the option.
They don't. The Hall of Fame never pays for memorabilia.
No.
Okay.
No. That's like a donation to the Hall of Fame. That's has historic value.
That's
what it's for.
that's a tough donation though.
Yes, it is.
To give up for free. I need some chicken for that.
Yes, it is.
So the bigger question is, and I've been trying to do the research on this, MLB really doesn't own the Hall of Fame, does it?
I don't know how MLB is affiliated with the Hall of Fame. I don't think they do. I think the Hall of Fame is a completely separate entity than Major League Baseball. I truly believe it is.
Because I feel like, and once again, when I go back and I talk about the plantation, right? And I think about these things, and I sit back and I go, I think about as African American people, and I know this is kind of deep, but when I think about that, I sit back and go, well, there's a lot of African American people who feel like our history's been erased, and I feel like at some point
it has.
I feel like, listen,
Absolutely.
I feel like in baseball, they're trying to erase what happened instead of embracing that, putting it in and said, hey, it happened. Like it happened.
Let's learn from
and
it.
we made a bunch of money off of it.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. When they talk about you and they talk about that, these guys all turn the block. Oh my God, Big Mac hit one into Big Mac land? Wow. Ray.
Meanwhile, he's selling out the ballparks
Yeah.
the next day because what he does.
That
is, again, the hypocrisy of Major League Baseball. It's so, on every level, so wrong and incorrect what they're doing. But you know what's even worse? Is that these goddamn players that are in the Hall of Fame right now, and you guys use PEDs, I'm going to repeat it till you cry. I know who you are. You know I know who you are. You should be in some way, shape, or form petitioning Major League Baseball, talking to Manfred, talking to somebody in a higher position to where you can get the rest of the player from that PD era that qualify with numbers in the Hall of Fame with you guys. To me, that's pure cowardice.
So you
and
think,
I'll say it to your
so
face
you
when I
think
see
those
you.
players should start speaking up?
100%. 100%.
And what are they going to say? Hey,
What are they going to say? The truth. Hey,
Yeah,
let's get
tell the
together.
truth.
Let's get the guys together. They know who they fucking are. I know who they are. Everybody knows who you are.
Everybody
Major League
knows
Baseball
you.
knows who you are. The testing process knows who you are. Get you guys together and say, listen, what can we do to get the rest of our guys, who we were all doing the same thing, petition some way, shape, or form, to go all or none? If you do that, I guarantee you, they will get these players. You will force them. You will force Major League Baseball's hand. You will force the writer's hand to get the rest of you guys in. You want to know why? Because you guys that are in right now, they're not going to remove you from the Hall of Fame, you idiots. They're going to induct more people and open up the doors. You guys can open up the doors for the rest of the guys that deserve to be a Hall of Fame right next to you guys. As a matter of fact, they deserve it more than you do because their stats are 10 times better than yours are. So you better speak up eventually, because if you piss me off, you know what comes out of my mouth? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I just think it's pretty. I think it's pretty bad that Major
It's
League
awful.
Baseball, and I
That
think
bothers me.
I think that they don't pay attention to the fans enough. I used to go to a lot of games. I don't go to nearly as many games as I do, just because of those reasons. I feel like they don't listen to the fans. I mean, I enjoyed it. There's a lot of fans. I mean, they've created the narrative about being a rat. They've created the narrative about steroids. Once again, if I'm not going to lie to you, if I'm in a season and I'm a Major League Baseball player and I'm going into my contract season and I see that Sammy Sosa or all these guys are hitting home runs and I know I got a guy that can get me to that point where I can hit 50 home runs and I can make $125 million the next 4 or 5 years to feed my family the rest of my life, when these baseball owners are making bazillions of dollars, I'm going to do it too. I'm not going to lie to you.
Let me ask you a question. You got 2 identical twin brothers. One you feed great and you give him access to all the supplements he wants and all the weightlifting he wants. Baseball player. The other one you deprive of proper food and weightlifting. Now they all go into the major league system together. Is that cheating? Does the brother that was given more food and the weightlifting and all the supplements he wants, is he cheating compared to the other one? Is that cheating? No, because let me tell you something. In Major League Baseball, you can have 2 players. One player decides to, without PEDs, work out every day, eat the right proper foods, the right supplements. The other one, during the offseason, goes out, does drug, drinks, doesn't stay in shape. Is the one who works out and he's properly cheating? No. People think, ignorant people, and let me tell you something, our society's filled with ignorant people, think that you can inject yourself with a steroid and you become a Superman. That is ridiculous. But let me tell you the worst part about that. Captain America, that comic book hero, Captain America, not Captain Crunch, not Superman, not the Hulk, not Flash. They named Captain America after a superhero that did what? He couldn't make it in the armed forces. He couldn't make it no way, shape, or form in that genre. They grabbed him, put him in a canister, injected him with chemicals, and when he came out, what was he? Captain America. Wake up, America.
The hypocrisy.
The truth will slice and dice your soul forever. Major League Baseball, wake up. You guys are the most hypocritical institution I've ever seen. And these Major League Baseball players that are in the Hall of Fame who use PEDs and everyone knows about, wake up too. Get the rest of your brothers in there.
All right, listen, I got one more thing because we were at the sports book the other day.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Art over at the Palace Station. Art told me something about you, and I don't know if this is true or not.
I hope it's bad.
But he said that you weren't really the first 40-40 player in history. Who's the guy that was the real first 40-40, but there was a problem? I don't know how true this was.
I know before me was there one person who came short, 1 game short or something?
He
At
came
39,
short.
40 or something?
He
was missing 1 game?
He missed 1 game, but the game
It got rained out.
So Bobby Bonds,
He hit the home run.
Bobby Bonds hit a home run,
It didn't count.
but because it was rained out, he fell short.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I heard of something like that. Yeah. Well, Bonds did it.
Well, no, listen. They said this.
That's really good company to keep. Come on, man. Give me another 40 with me.
Bobby Bonds, his father, hit R.I.P. to Bobby Bonds. Great player. Bobby Bonds supposedly, and this is what he said that Bobby Bonds was the original 40-40. He hit the home run. He had the 43 steals, whatever. Mm-hmm. He hit the home run, but the ball, it was a rain delay game, and it didn't finish the game, so the game didn't count. So he ends up losing the home run. So that's how you became.
See, that's the same thing as this kid Galarraga throws a perfect game.
Yeah.
Umpire blows it at first base. The replay shows the guy was out by a mile.
by a fucking
That's kind
mile.
of like the same criteria as Major League Baseball should honor it and say, that's a perfect game.
Yeah.
Take out the human factor. Of course, the Bobby Bonds issue was that it was a rain out. But if he did it, why not honor him with it?
It's not an official game.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't an official game.
Listen, Major League Baseball can
Whose
do
fault is
whatever
that?
they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, they can fix
There's no straight restriction on these guys. Create stuff invent stuff, modify stuff,
Meanings.
change stuff. They do whatever they
Yeah.
want. Why not change certain
Change the
aspects?
narrative.
Change it. Change
You know
it
what I
for
love
the
about-
better. Change it for
you
the
know
better.
what I love about you though is that out of all that, you didn't go like negative. You went positive.
the
and
man
you-
deserves it.
You gave him nothing but respect, and that's what I want people to know.
Yeah.
And even with the OJ situation, like when people first came on when OJ first came on the show, what we wanted to do was we wanted to show that side of OJ. Before the show was up, everyone loved OJ. They thought he spoke the truth. He was funny. He was hilarious, and people got to know him. So when it comes to you, I'm hoping this really transforms. And I'm not, listen, I go on sites and people absolutely adore you. And then I go on other sites and, people are like, that mother effer, that rat.
That snitch, he told on
that's-
everybody.
Now, what are you doing, Larry? Loopy, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You can't come back to the Bronx anymore.
God damn.
Right? But then I go to other sites and like, yo,
It's
the
a
man-
love and hate.
It's a love and hate
relationship.
But I want them to see this on these episodes, that you're really genuine and you do show a lot of respect to all the other players.
Absolutely.
And you
I
give
show
them due.
respect to people who deserve it, who have earned it, who speak for the truth. I'm a truth sayer. I'm bound to the truth. That's just my character. I can't do anything about that. That's just the way I am. Everything I say is the bona fide truth 100%. Let someone else tell me different. First thing I tell them is, polygraph, let's go right now. I'll put them on the spot so fast, it'll make their head spin, their eyes twirl, and their head curl in their head. You want to go against me? Polygraph. Bring a polygraph in right now. Let's challenge all these guys from Major League Baseball. Let's challenge all these players. Bring them in, let's polygraph. I ain't running from nobody, and I don't run from the truth.
All right, listen, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I wanted to go ahead and I'm going to let you say what you want to say, because last time you let me know you want to get some things off your chest.
Rachel, let me get that camera.
Chest.
Yes, sir. Yo, I want to thank all the supporters who've been subscribing to our YouTube channel, Off My Chest at Evo Media. Keep liking, keep commenting, and keep sharing, man. We appreciate y'all. We're going to keep putting on for y'all, but we need your help. Subscribe, baby. Let's go.
And listen, Stephen A. Smith, you're on the clock, baby. You're on the clock, Stephen A. Let's go. See you guys Wednesday.